Hello, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? It's a nighttime car vlog, but it's not a sad one because it's not a usual one. So basically, today was Wednesday and we have just dropped Helen back at hers because tomorrow she has got a very big day. It's the 19th of Feb tomorrow at the time of recording this. It's going to be the 19th of Feb tomorrow, and she is going on a little day out with her mum, dad, sister and her two nieces to this cool place that I'm sure will be good fun. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the weather stays nice for them. It's getting a bit cold in February right now. It's getting a bit chilly. So hopefully the weather stays good and hopefully they have a great time. But after they get back from their nice day out and I've gotten caught up with some of my bigger jobs, I'm going to meet them at a nice little restaurant for a birthday meal for Helen. And that will officially kick off the start of Helen's birthday celebrations. So Helen is going to be having a really cool time, and this video is just going to be a few little Easter eggs about what plans we've got. It's going to be a little introduction teaser to what we actually have planned for Helen's 25th birthday. So a lot of this I've paid for and booked for all in December. I got really far ahead of myself so that everything was in order, ready for her birthday, so that everything could go off without a hitch. And we've luckily been able to secure everything and sort everything out, so I'm over the moon with that. Could not have gone any better. And Helen is all sorted for her birthday. Every one of her presents has been organised, her birthday hotels have been organised, and her birthday trip has been sorted. She is going to have a great time. So tomorrow she has a little day out with the fam, going out to this place, like a National Trust place in the UK. She's going out to this little place to enjoy with the family. And then she's going to have this meal, which I'm going to go meet her at. After the meal, I'm going to take her home, back to mine, and I'm going to stay the night there with her. In the morning, Friday morning, till Friday the 20th of Feb, me and my friend from work, Liam, he and I are going to go Pokemon card hunting, because this new series of Pokemon cards comes out. So we're going to go and film a video for that over on the Tom Origins channel, the gaming channel. We're going to go and film this Pokemon card driving haul video, where we're going to drive around a lot of different shops, try and grab a few of the really rare and exclusive products early before they all get sold out or scalped on the internet. And make some content on them, which will be very fun, because that'll be the first time I've ever done a Pokemon release day with somebody. I did my first one ever back in January, and this one's going to be featuring Liam, so it's going to be a laugh. It's going to be good fun, and I can't wait for that. It's going to be very, very exciting indeed. But yes, we're going to go Pokemon card hunting on the 20th in the morning. Then probably about afternoonish, I'm going to drop Liam off back home at his, and then come back for Helen. So then Friday afternoon, I'm going to be picking up Helen from my house again and getting into Manchester. Now, the reason we're going into Manchester is because we're going to have a little pre-birthday dinner in the city centre, probably in one of our favourite restaurants, which is Chiquito's. I love Chiquito's, it's great. Helen absolutely loves it there. It's one of her favourite restaurants, so I've been told. We're going to go and have a great time in Chiquito's, maybe, in Manchester. And then we're going to make our way over to our hotel number 1 of the birthday trip. We are going to stay overnight in that hotel, wake up in the morning and have a little birthday breakfast at the hotel. She's going to open some of her presents. She's going to open some cards. I'm just going to take 1 or 2 with us and do it like that. And then we're going to head over the road from the hotel into a massive event. Now, this event is once a year, and just coincidentally, it always falls around Helen's birthday in February. It's very bizarre. So this might be the last time we actually get to go to it. But it's in Manchester, and it's called Bricktastic. It's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Lego conventions in the UK. It's only done once a year. Millions of people turn up. There's traders who sell Lego. There are people who display their Lego builds, and have like interview panels and questions and stuff like that. You get to meet loads of interesting people who all love Lego and are just there to support the hobby and to basically, share success of people who are really good at building models and displaying them. I met some great people there last year. I filmed a lot of Lego content, and it was actually really good because I just started my Lego channel, Origins Bricks. I think we had about 100 people nearly by the time we were at Bricktastic last year, and right now we're just over 500 subscribers, which is crazy. Over halfway to getting it to be monetized. So having 1,000 subs and getting enough subscribers and views to make money from it. So that way we'll have 2 monetized channels, which will be incredible. I really can't wait for that. That's going to be really exciting to have 2 monetized channels, and that way just doubles our chances of being a content creator full time. But yeah, we're going to go and film all of that. We're going to be quite fast there. We're still going to get our money's worth because we got the early bird ticket, so we can get in early, film all the content, meet some lovely people, buy some cool things, get a few videos made. It's a works trip. Ultimately, it's a works thing to get all of the content done at this Lego event, and it'll give me enough content then to roll out for the next couple of months just from that one convention, so that's really helpful. And then on top of that, we're going to come out of the convention, get back to my house, pick up our well-packed and well-organised car, and use it to go to the birthday destination, Hotel Number 2. Now, Hotel Number 2 is a famous one for us. It's a hotel franchise that we've used before, and I'm very excited that they've got this branch in this new area. So it's very hard after 10 years, 9 years nearly, of being a couple. It's very hard to find new things that you've not done and new places you've not been to. Helen and I have travelled on some incredible adventures, and don't get me wrong, we still have mega amounts of places to go and see, but it is very difficult, especially to keep it in the United Kingdom, to find somewhere brand new that we've not been to before as a couple. So this place is brand new for us both. We've never been here before, so that's exciting. I'm looking forward to going somewhere that is entirely brand new and going and exploring there. We're going to check into this lovely hotel. We're going to maybe have some time there, depending what time, and then at 4 o'clock on the 21st of Feb, we're going to head over, probably a little bit before 4 o'clock, because actually that's when the booking starts, but we are actually going to go over to this place before 4 p.m, and we can start to go in and set up at 4, and then we're going to just have a great time. Helen has no idea. We've been joking about it because I am awful at surprises. I'm really bad at surprises. Honestly, it's not good. I don't know why. I know they're not necessarily lies, but because of my sort of moral compass and my very strong stance on not lying to people and being loyal and being honest and trustworthy, I struggle to surprise, because to me, I get it confused in my head that a surprise is kind of like a lie. I know it's a positive lie because we're surprising somebody, but I do struggle to surprise people because I plan them a nice activity and I get very excited about it, and then I feel like I'm lying if I'm hiding it from them, and then it sometimes just kind of bursts out and I kind of just accidentally surprise too early what someone's going to be doing, and I don't like that. I do panic about that sometimes because obviously that's not my intention. I don't want to ruin anyone's surprise, but I'm not very good at when it comes to surprises. I do need to try and get a bit better at it. And this year I think I have, because Helen and I have been having this running gag where I've been saying to her, oh, you're going to need to bring a swimming costume, you're going to need to bring a beach towel, you're going to be needing to bring all this water stuff. And she's been like, what? It's England, Tom. It's awful. The weather's not very nice. Why on earth would I need a beach towel? Why on earth would I need swimming clothes? Why on earth would I need all of this stuff? And she's not wrong. The weather has been diabolically awful. And she's absolutely not wrong. Why would she need a beach towel and swimming trunks in this kind of weather? But I've just left her basically in the guessing stages. So I've kept dropping in the fact that I want to do some jet skiing, and I've never had chance to do jet skiing before. And she's thinking to herself, is he serious? Does this guy really want to do jet skiing in the middle of February in the UK? What? So her brain's been all about jet skis. I'm going to tell you for nothing, folks. The birthday plan has nothing to do with jet skis. She's got jet skis on the brain. And I was just saying it as a random item. Like, in the future, I'd kind of like to go on a jet ski. I've never been on one, but they look really sick. And I'd like to have a go on one. And she's now got jet ski on the brain. So now she just thinks we're jet skiing. And I'm just kind of letting her live in that fantasy, because it's not jet skiing. And I think she kind of knows it's not, because it's kind of an out there, really wild, bizarre thing to suggest. But I'm just leaving her in that bubble. She can think about jet skis all she wants, because it's not happening. So I'm excited to do the real surprise. I genuinely think it's going to be really shocking for her, because it's not going to be something that I've talked about. I've tried my very best to book it months in advance and then just ignore that I'm doing it, because I don't want her to find out through me being rubbish at surprises. I want her to be surprised. So I'm very excited, and I think only a very few handful of people know about it. But on top of that, because it is water sports related and I'm a bigger guy, I've actually been doing a lot of really cool stuff behind the scenes. So I went out for a meal with some of my friends from work, and my friend Adam looked at my arms in my very nice little going out shirt that I will be wearing for Helen's birthday, most definitely, especially after his compliments. But Adam, who was one of my very good work friends, he looked at me and he said, "Damn, Tom, your arms are looking big, your arms are looking good." And he started complimenting me. Now, Adam doesn't work with us anymore, unfortunately. He went and worked in a different place. But it's been a while since I've last seen Adam in flesh. So I've got a new haircut, I've been training a little bit at home, I've been working out, I've been dieting a little bit, I've been trying to be a bit smart with my choices. I've had a few compliments off a few people, especially of people I didn't think I'd get compliments off. So that's been quite nice. And Adam was one of these people, and he was telling me, you know, he was hyping me up a little bit. And I was like, oh, thank you, Adam. Like, you know, that's really nice of you. Thank you so much, buddy. That really, you know, that really brightens my day. And he was so lovely. He was so lovely, and it made my night, and it really made me smile, and it made me realise, like, yeah, do you know what? I am working hard. People are noticing. I'm pretty made up about it. Because, yeah, this is a water sports event anyway that I've booked for me and Helen. Water sports event type thing. And I am not the most comfortable guy in the world when it comes to going to places where I have to take my top off, and I have to get in the water, and I have to do things like that. So I've been working a little hard. I've not been going stupid. Now, in the past, I've been really bad at crash dieting, and I've been quite bad at getting like eating disorders from it and causing myself a lot of mental problems like body dysmorphia and things like that. I've kicked in really bad when I've started diets because I crash diet, because I'm quite an extreme person. Like, if I really want to learn something, I'll learn it the best I can, and I'll really try my best. I won't half-arse anything. If I want to do something, I'll do it properly. So when it comes to dieting, where some people would have like a kale and a piece of kale and you know, go for a little walk and maybe do a little spin class or something, I would straight up be a savage. I would drink just water. I'd have absolutely next to no food, and I would do some of the most crazy workouts and just be an idiot. Just be a very extreme idiot and not look after myself, then get loads of progress made, look fantastic for 10 minutes, and then crash like an idiot, and then go back to square one. And I've had people tell me that. I've had people that love me tell me that, and tell me, like Danny has been one of my closest friends for a long time, and he'll sit down with me and he'll say, listen, when you do these diets, I worry about you because you do this dangerous stuff. You don't look after yourself, you don't have a backup plan, you kind of throw yourself in the deep end and just struggle. And it's true. He's very true about that. So this year, I made doing my health stuff a lot more organised, a lot more healthy. I planned a lot more stuff out. I was quite realistic with my goals. I tried to set myself some really fair rules, and I've gained a lot of progress. So I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that. Am I 1,000,000%? No, obviously not, because then it means I wouldn't have to do any more work. But I'm definitely happier than where I was when I booked this trip. When I booked this idea, I was thinking to myself, you idiot, what are you doing? You're doing it for Helen, I know, but my God, you're putting yourself in the firing line for some pretty nasty feelings, because you're a bigger guy, you're carrying a bit of extra weight, you're feeling self-conscious now about it. Is it going to be worse by the time you get to doing it? And I didn't let it. I just had it as a plan. I had this thing booked in December. I knew I had from December to February to kind of get my head on the right track. And I'm making some seriously good progress. By no means am I finished, but I'm happy with where I've aimed for. And I think Tom, who booked this event, is definitely proud of what he looks like now, because he feels better about himself. He's looking a bit better in himself, and I think that's great moving forwards. I think that makes me go into this looking a lot more excited for it, because originally I was just excited for it because of Helen and to see her face, and I still am. To see her reaction to it and to see her enjoy it is what the main thing's about. But for me to go and enjoy myself confidently means that the whole day is even better, and it's just a good thing for everybody. It's a win-win for both of us. So I'm very excited about that. And yeah, very, very excited to see what we do moving forwards. But Helen's going to have a great birthday. We've always had around birthdays, and you'll probably get this yourself, if you look at it too deeply, people get dodgy birthdays sometimes because you try and make them perfect and you try and get things right and things go wrong, and sometimes you didn't account for certain things happening, and we have these hiccups and these problems because we have one day a year where we really try and make everything work for us, and when you're too obsessed about it, you get paranoid, you get in your own head, coincidences happen and random things occur, and unfortunately little hiccups happen, and you drive yourself crazy because you think, oh, it's cursed, or I've done this wrong, or oh, this won't be a good memory anymore because this hasn't happened, and you get in your own head. Where this year I've tried to be really careful. I've tried to plan as good as I can, but be fair and be lenient with certain things as well. And I've tried to be quite honest and open about things and planning them smartly. And I feel confident because this is the first birthday for Helen that I've crafted that I am 100% eliminating any gaps of trial and error. I've thought about things, I've planned them to a T. They are perfect, and I'm very happy. And even if they change, because like people say that, if you're a planner, people say, oh, well, what if your plan changes? What if this happens? What if this doesn't work? What if that doesn't work? You have to just re-edit your plan. And that's the good thing about being a planner. You plan for your original plan, and then you have an alternative, and then another alternative, and then there's some tweaks that you can make. And you just have these ideas in advance. Instead of just waking up on the day and being one of these people that's just like, today's the day, let's do it. And it's like, I don't think so. I don't think that works. I really don't think that works. And to wrap it up, to put it in a different context, this Friday, me and my friend Liam, who are doing the Pokemon card event, all we have to do is get to one shop at opening, and we're definitely going to get some of the brand new items and definitely be able to have some content made on it. But we want to go a little bit bigger. We want to go to a few different shops, which requires a bit of planning, which requires it being at a certain place at a certain time. So we're working out the kinks, and we're figuring out, right, if we get up at this time, what time does that give us to get to this place? What time does it give us to get to this thing and this thing? And we plan like that. And it gives us the opportunity to let things go wrong and fix them on the fly. And I think that's really important, to be able to be adaptive in your practice and have a backup plan for if something goes wrong is very important. And I'm very excited for Helen's birthday, for this card event, for the end of this half term. My God, it's gone so fast. Helen will be back in work soon, but she's had a lot of time with friends. She's had a lot of time with me. We did Valentine's Day together. We've just had a bit of time today on Wednesday together. We've had a much better week than what we would do normally, because normally, I've explained this in other behind the scenes videos, but normally we would typically have weeks where Monday I would see her for a handful of hours of an evening because I pick her up from work and I take her back to her house. Tuesday I wouldn't see her at all because of other commitments. Wednesday I would be a repeat of Monday. Thursday I'd actually get to come in and have some food with her and see my nieces and stay the night. Friday, again, it would be get back as fast as possible to my house and start the weekend properly so that we could have a great time and have some fun. And yeah, it is hard living life like that. It's definitely hard living life like that. And that's why half-term holidays are so important for us, because Helen gets that time off from work and we can enjoy ourselves a little bit more freely. But she has commitments to her sister and to others, and I get that, and that's why I support her doing it, and I help her do it, and I ask her how can I help her do it. And I have commitment to some other things as well, like the channel needs help while we're off work schedule. We can knuckle down on the channel a lot harder. We can help manage all 3 channels. So yeah, we're working hard. House situation, just to finish on, we're still waiting on the keys for our house. The paperwork stuff has all been sent off. We're waiting for the other guys' solicitors to get in touch with our solicitors. Basically, if you're someone in the United Kingdom and you want to get a house anytime soon, your solicitors are going to be a pain in the backside. But be patient. Have a good partner. Just try your best to carry on working and put it to the back of your mind. And eventually the solicitors will do what you pay them to do, which is to eventually get this deal done. And then you'll get some keys in your hands, and then you'll have a house. So, with that being said, guys, we are still at the finish line. We're just waiting for the handover for the keys and the completion date. Thank you very much for watching. I have been Tom. You have been awesome. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.